Hey ManCave, this is Bob for DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today's the next episode in the Free-moN N-Scale module build called Taconite Harbor. Let's see what we have for you today. Okay, time for a little update on Taconite Harbor. As you can see, I am putting in some scenery foam boards in. I'm getting my way around the module. I did do some filling in on this track section here. Put some plaster patch kind of stuff. There was kind of a big dip right in here, and so it was just too much for the track to bend down. So I raised it up so it's going to have sort of a more gradual transition from this steep decline all the way over to a more flatter section over here. I've covered up the leg pockets over here on this side, making this all flat. The track will come in here and right over in there. I plan on making maybe a 3D printed power station. I'm going to have to design that to kind of resemble the one that was actually there, which is now gone. Or I could just make it all gone and it's like more normal, realistic, modern look to it. I could just leave it all blank over here. But haven't quite decided on that. This area over here is starting to rise up. So I got a piece here to start raising the ground level up. This will all be covered up with like some plaster cloth and smoothed out around here. Started working on this piece here. I found an old piece of foam in the lower garage that actually kind of fit the curve pretty well already. So I modified that to make it fit. Started carving out this little ledge along here, so it's got to be declined away from the track a little bit. It's got a little bit of rock wall stuff over here that I have to model. But as we move around here, I get some more foam in. This is all kind of pretty much flat across here, so you can kind of see how the track is raising up from right here, and it starts going above that level foam. Second layer over here is raised up, so it's pretty much empty space underneath this point here. That goes all the way up here to the top, where it comes to another piece that I have set in. And that'll be the face of the module. Sure, it's not quite following perfect Free-moN standards, but it's going to have some sort of transition from a lower, flatter spot up to a little a hill going around the side. So forgive me, but that's how it goes. I may actually have another piece that's going to go in here, possibly, that will match up more with this side, and then we'll have a more normal face to the module. Also covered up this pocket leg, or leg pockets, where the legs are mounted in. Did some sculpting along in here as well. Built the whole the two island river is what that's called. I'm gonna have to do some modeling of the under the bridge viaducts, tunnels, whatever, There's one here, and then there's probably supposed to be one up here. It's like an overflow. When it kind of gets too much, it would have a place to go up on under here and go through another overflow over there. You know, it snows, it melts, it's got to go somewhere, right? And drain into the Lake Superior. And then that's pretty much what I have done so far. Now I'm going to have to tear down the module while I let my wife park in the garage space here. So I have all that over there to move around, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, get it out of the way in some way, but I want to try and move this over that space temporarily so she can park in here. That's my job today on Sunday, because we're having some major storms, probably some hail and everything else on Monday. So I've got to do what the wife says and protect her new car. Well, that's how it goes. Till the next update, guys. Well, ManCavians, it's 17 May, and we got some storms coming in today. Maybe tornadoes. We also have Reed Timmer with the Dominator Storm Chaser has showed up in town, so he's prepared to go try and get inside a tornado and do some tornado chasing. So that doesn't sound good for hail and tornadoes in the area today when you got the storm chasers showing up. So anyway, I'm cleaning up this module. I put a lot of pink foam on it. I've got to tear this down and set it up over here, but I got to take this and clean it out of the garage and move it around, put it somewhere, throw it away, one of the two. Anyway, that's my task today before the storms hit. So yeah, as you can see, I got a lot of foam, a lot of pink foam. I've done some carving. I think I told you that in the last one. Since then, I have put in this section up here. I've glued that down. I have put in this section today. I got this section put in. I got that section put in today. This section put in today. These were here. I put this section in today, this one, and this brace underneath the track. It's because it's kind of wobbly, so I wanted to keep it from pushing down and have some pressure, and so glued it in place, and it should look good. I got a few more pieces left to put in. I've got to raise that up another level all the way over here, all the way down there, but I'm going to wait until I get the track put in along here, because this is going to get a little bit high and hard to work on the track unless I tear it all down and put it down at a lower level, which may end up happening at some point. You know, starts getting a little bit too hot out here to continue working through the summer. It'll be excruciatingly hot. Excruciatingly hot. That's a hard word when you're tired. Got to do some painting down here. Paint all the rocks and stuff like that. Get this all scenic up, sort of like that. Maybe this a little bit less dark. I'll probably add a lot more gray, maybe a darker gray, but just lighten it up a little bit, and get this all finished to a certain degree anyway. I do have to get all this back stuff done. I do have to get the side stuff done before I can put in the dock and put in track on that section. Now I can put in track on the other sections, not a problem doing that. It's this part here that's going to be the issue, and because you can't work behind the dock to color in the scenery. You know, it's just, there's steps you have to do in a certain order. You work from the farthest way back and work toward the front. And so that's what I'm going to end up doing. I also need to, scenic that river. So that's going to be some detail work that I'm going to have to be doing. But we'll get to that point at some point. I do have to 3D print some bridges. Maybe I didn't tell you that one, but yeah, I got to put in some tunnel portals under here, another one up here. I got to put a bridge right in here and a couple tubes for the water to run through. And then, yeah, I got to print some things. But I got to make the tunnel portals and make it look like it's going all the way through. But yeah, a lot of neat stuff happening. Just don't have enough time, it feels like, in a day to continue doing all this stuff. But here we are. Well, I'm going to tear this down. Once I set it up, I'll probably give you another little update on how that looks. Till next update. Last update for today. I got everything moved over to the other side of the garage. It's not all set up. I just basically have the dock and the two sides can be connected. I got all the trash cans in. I got the wife's car in. Hopefully the hail doesn't hit, because her last car got hail damage bad, and I don't want a brand new car getting hail damage. It just ticks me off. Well, I'll sacrifice my orange truck for this one. I don't want to get hail on that one either. I've been keeping it nice for the past 6-7 years. So, till the next update. Okay, time for another update. I'm about to do some painting, and I pretty much decided I'm going to do the ground cover color first, which is a nutmeg satin, just Rust-Oleum, standard kind of small can. You can get these in bigger cans too, but I don't think I need that much. But after that, I'm going to start putting in some colors on the rocks, sort of like that behind you there. Starting with some black, and then whitening it up with some little bit of white, maybe some gray granite, and some burnt sienna colors. I'm going to use this sponge brush here to put the ground cover on. I have some other paint brushes over here for other detail work. But yeah, I'm going to start with this area here on the bottoms over there, and up there on the top of the rock ridge to kind of give me some dirt kind of color, so that when scenery goes in there, if I miss something, it's just still brown underneath. So, tactical deception. Well, I got my first layer down of brown, just covering up some of the pink. There could be some more carving going on. Probably going to do a little carving, edge carving there, even though I painted it. But that's how it kind of goes. At least I know what I have painted and what I haven't painted. And so I can see all the way over here. I got some of that stuff painted as well. Stuff I could reach without getting paint all over my sleeves, which happened anyway, but yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, continuing to paint after this dries. Till the next update. So if this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale Man Cave, consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell down below to get notified of future videos just like this one. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and as always, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Till next time, Man Cavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.